Hello folks and welcome back to Blueprints. We're still working on getting the last few things. We managed last week to succeed at something major. We managed to get the Trophy of Wealth. So my hope to get up to 8 trophies here. Trophy of Wealth has been achieved, so I still want to get the Ace. I still want to get the Ace Classroom Trophy. I want to get this 8 Realm Sigils as well. Right. Brass compass, silver key, 2 keys. Budget keys, lovely. Let's go grab allowance, which is currently 69. Nice. Doesn't matter how old anyone gets, that's the joke. Anyway, let's go get the outside room. We're still running Blessing of the Dancer. We still are running Blessing of the Dancer, which means we can spend gems to spin blueprints, which is not a bad call. Hovel Toolshed Shedder. Well, Hovel Toolshed Root Cellar, not Shedder. Root Cellar. Root Cellar. I don't think we get Root Cellar that often. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dig places in here today. Sure. This has the traveling tree. Sorry, I just yawned. I feel like every room has like a thing in it, but I guess not. Right, then. So it means today's not a classroom day, so today is just a day we try to figure out more stuff about things. Let's just go. How far are we from billiards? 5. Leadership's bedroom immediately because it's immediate gem. Corner's gonna give me pantry. Ooh, drawing room. Pays for itself. And also this gets this re-roll. Drafting studio. We're looking for drafting studio. And redraw. Workshop early. So we might be able to get something useful out of that one. Let's go for this as well. How many? I don't know how many. I don't think. Observatory, definitely. I can't remember how many. 51. Okay, so this one would be 52, which is 2 chests in the hallway. Oh, was that 51 now? In which case it's gonna be a coin. Yeah. I hadn't caught until the fact that the star was added when I draw the room, not when I walk into it. There's also a chest in here. Okay. Hopefully we'll find a sledgehammer somewhere. Indoor nursery. Whenever you draft into the green room, you'll get 2 gems in this room. I mean, definitely tempting. We'll see if we can get that done. Right. Okay, let's keep going. Workshop gives us battery and also gives us that. Okay, so we need to find a key card today. Alternatively, find security and the closet. Corridor, because it makes sense here. That would be the gem. Now it's going to be 2 gems in the starting hallway. Or we just go redraw them immediately. Or to go storeroom. You know, I'm gonna go storeroom. If this day doesn't seem like very good stuff outside, I might just try to crash this day out and see if we can move on to the next one. I wonder at what point you get to these runs, you just go like, yeah, never mind, call it a day, immediately move on. Because I want to get, for example, I want to get the classroom one. So any day that I don't get classroom outside is immediately like a day that I'm less interested in. It's gonna give us library. Because they are really adamant about lab, aren't they, today? You know what? I'm gonna accept lab because I want to see what the hell they're so adamant about. Like, why are they so keen to give me lab today? What experience do you have lined up for me today? Experiment setup. Let me get more letters then. Yep. Letter to the mailroom and what? Immediately draft to shop room. Never draft a shop room because there's at least a chance I get like at least the commissary. So whenever I draft a shop room, we get a letter. So we'll go as much as we possibly can. Hell, hang on. Banner the King shop rooms, please. There we go. Done that. Well, that means the library isn't going to be a thing. But that's fine anyway. Like I wasn't looking to get anything out of the library. That's okay with that. Gift shop, that's fine because it's mainly because it's the tea. That's okay. Letter to the mailroom, fine. Let's keep getting down here. West Wing Hall. And regular hallway. This is foundation as well. And in the corner, we're going to have the mailroom now. Because we got an order placed for tomorrow. It's going to pre-order that anyway. So we got more letters. What's this one? Following up on the map, I created an outlining the steam-powered duct system. I thought it would be helpful to provide you with a corresponding for gas power, which is an outdated system that currently only utilized inside the house. Yeah, that's where... Yeah. Wow, these seem like really late. Are these just basically there in case you have like not managed to succeed this far? Because these puzzles are solved, I mean, to be fair, accidentally, or like we stumbled upon them early on, but it just feels really weird that they're giving that to me now. Does that make sense? It feels really awkward that like now we're getting that one there. And imagine getting to this point where you just expected to have more. I'm gonna keep I want to redraw again because I want to make sure we get. I want to get commissary. We're running out of gems right now, right? So commissary is kind of the goal at the moment. We're going to use a regular key. We have a silver key as well. Don't forget that. Showroom. I can't afford that. I only have one red room. Pick the funeral parlor. Grab that. What do we got? We have the gems are in the only box with a false statement. Okay, so if that's true, then it can't be in here. If this is false, that could be there in a box with a true statement, or there are two boxes with false statements and it's not in. That's weird, right? If this is false, what bits of it are false? Is it because there is more than one box with a false statement? Is that the implied truth we're going with here? Or does it mean that it's in a box with a true statement? But there must be one true statement rather than two true statements. Because it's counteracting the false statement, but also the only box. This is saying that only there is one false box and the gems are in it. So if you reverse that, it means that there are 2 false boxes, but the gems are not in either of them. Anyway, one of the other boxes is true. So this can be true, with this being true as well, because this means that if this is true, this can be true. So these two can agree with each other if they're both true. The gems are in the only box with the true statement. Same thing, reverse that one. So, if this is true, it has to be in here. If this is true, it has to be in here, but it also says it's the only box with a true statement. So if this is true, the other two must be false. But this is true. If this is true, this is automatically true. These disagree with each other, which means that this is true, this is true, this is false, which means the gems are in blue. Okay. I'm gonna go for okay, we can use silver key here because it is open on all sides. Throne room, nice. Chamber of Mirrors. I mean, we have the expansiveness to get a Chamber of Mirrors day today. I'm game. I'm game for a Chamber of Mirrors day today. We can do that. Maybe I should have gone for something else, but I'm game for a Chamber of Mirrors day today. Yeah, it's gonna be also. It's gonna be one of those days as well. We need something that opens. Okay, we're gonna rotate the den because we need it to go up into Chamber of Mirrors, but also along. So we're gonna do this. That is correct. That's perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. Thank you. Give us a gem. Right. So press this. So what's on the sides? Bunch of movement. We have a bunch of extra movement available to us. So we could get that apple over there, that orange over there. I'm wondering if it's worth to go back to press. We'll go back because it's not just pressing the orange; it's also getting a key. It's also pushing the button. Orange, which is 4, 5. Push that opens there, but that doesn't give us anything right now. Okay, good. So yeah, we pretty much everything we gained we lost immediately. So it has to be straight onwards because we can't afford to not move straight. Like, we need commissary. Classroom. Reading nook bends the wrong way. Oh, we're getting doubles, aren't we? Right, yes. Okay, I'm gonna redraw because chapel, we can lose a bit of money, but it opens up multiple directions for us. That's okay. Also, shovels would have been a nice day today, but no. Commissary doesn't quite look out the bottom. But it's probably the best thing we have here. Also because it gives us more letters. So we came over here, there, and all the way around, then over there. Okay, so we've gone for that extra letter. There's more letters to go for though, still. Shovel, life. Wow. Shovel, sure. Metal detector, yes. Salt shaker, because we know there's going to be movement to grab. There's going to be plenty of food. Like the turnip. We can't do veranda. We can't even do aquarium. This is not happy. This is not a happy day for us right now. Quest bedroom for the time being. There's a gem in here. Good. Right. Reading nook is feasible. Also gives us a key, which is going to be useful because... Alright, I need a way across. So, redraw until I have a way that goes directly across. So den is valid, but I don't think den's not gonna flip the right way. If Den went like there and up, that'd be fantastic. I don't think it's going to do that though. So I'm going to redraw. We've dipped under 50 now. Redraw again. Pool hall is what I want, but come on, give me a number we can... I mean, leadership spare room gets us across, but I don't think it gets us... I don't think it gets us out of the Chamber of Mirrors, and that would be the end of the run. Damn you. Hallway. Hallway, okay, hallway, that's fine. We spent a lot of stars here, but I think this has definitely helped us out a lot. And now I guess it's actually this, okay, so okay, wait. So we press this one. We've definitely not pressed this one. We've definitely not pressed this one. We've definitely not pressed this one. We have pressed this one, I think, because there's something there. So we have not pressed this one. That means we got all the we can go all the way around, which means this takes us up. But this takes us up and immediately ruins everything, right? Because everything's now up here. Yeah, so we gotta basically lower certain walls. So if I lower that one, it gets me access to... I can go up here, go there, it gets me access to that one. If I press this one, it gets me access to those two sides. Right? Yeah, I got access to those two sides. Another funeral parlor. You know what? Yes, but only because it's essentially it feeds itself. It feeds itself because we need to get these two now available for us. So if I do the same will happen over this side. If I hit you here, you close that off, which is a mistake because I've got to do them one at a time now because I just realized they're going to close each other off. Go in here. Another workshop. Yes, again because we're working towards the machinarium, and it's another mechanical room. Right. So what button did we press? That one. I'm going to press that one. Press this one. And then we can loop around and go up and down, and that's probably going to... Oh, not necessarily. You can open it up again, but... that gives access to... that one. Key. That was alright. I'm trying to decide if that was okay. That was okay. Okay, so let's go open up. Let's press this one over here. That opens everything up, which means we can now... this is now essentially a crossroads. The key we just got, we just unlock that. Showroom, we can't get into the showroom. We could afford it, but we can't get into the damn thing. Leadership spare. Bedroom hallway. It kind of locks off everything on this side, on the right hand side, but I'm okay with that. There's potentially a hallway to get over there. Just checking. Okay. Hang on. Treasure trove is the wrong direction. So it would lock off that room entirely. But it adds to the list. And the treasure trove is one thing that keeps changing on us and keeps giving us a bunch of money. So I need to use a key for that one as well. That's going to be extra problematic then, isn't it? Yes, it is. Well. I'd definitely take a I would definitely take a freezer right about now. No, I can't afford one because the freezer requires one, right? Okay, that's prepared to open this, but that's going to give me my list of... Where's my list of... treasure trove things, right? Oops, sorry. Treasure trove list. This is a white wind box. This is... white wind box. Red. The true treasure of the trove is not in this room. So this is a red thing. True. Not in trove. But that's false. It's categorically false. That's a printed red note. We know printed red notes are false. So the true treasure of the trove is not in the house is true. Because we had a red handwritten note, which is true, say that note 3 was true, and the note 3 was a green note, so its truth is debatable. But a true note has said that the true note is the treasure trove. The true treasure of the trove is not in the house. We know that's true. But we also know that the true treasure is in the trove. So we have to find a way to make the trove outside. That's locked, and we haven't got any key. That's locked as well. If that hallway is locked, then that's us done, right? No, not necessarily, because there's a lot of digging to be done. There's a lot of digging to be done, so and we have movement to do with. That's locked as well. Yeah, okay. So I guess we start moving back now and start digging up whatever we can. On the way back to the hallway. On the way back to the hallway, we'll dig up whatever we can. And I am going to just do this one just because having a gem is better than having no gems. 2? Oh, the chapel. Yay. Much better. Okay, didn't see anything to dig in there. Nothing to dig in here. So if we go to the hallway, it is through the den and stuff, right? Yes, it is. It is through this place. Okay, let's keep going this way. Are there diggables here? Yep, there's a diggable here. Some money here. Another turnip. Well, then we are definitely going on a digging spree. There's a lot of stuff to dig outside. We know for a fact there's a lot of stuff to dig outside. So we're slowly moving back and seeing how much diggables there are. Can we dig up a key? As long as we keep digging up movement as well, then we can keep doing this. Okay, let's keep going. Anything to dig up in the... There's nothing to buy here, is there? No. Until we have the 8 trophies for the blue tents, there's nothing to buy in here. So what's there? West Wing Hall. Foundation? Doesn't get us back into anything, but that... Oh, we do have... Yeah, we have more. We have another letter to read, don't we? We have at least one more letter to read. Might as well do that now. Hey, you got a key. Sweet. I'm going to go back and do all the digging now, though. Because if we're going to do the digging, might as well do it all in one swoop rather than faff around. Right, so what's another additional letter? Just in case it wasn't explicit in the emails, I decided to contact DC Power directly and get some additional usage for the VAC system installed. This information is actually as much for me as it is for you. I spent minutes in the user goes present. If pressing 5 at the... Yeah, because again, these... It feels like we should have gotten those letters along a lot sooner. Like, a lot sooner. It feels weird that we're getting those letters now. Like, it feels the letters should have been, like, early days. Because they're like hints from... they feel like you should have solved this puzzle by now. You know, it feels like, you know, you should have sorted this out by now. The fact that you haven't is an embarrassment to everyone involved. So we got to give you some. You know, I'm very happy that we're getting a bunch of extra keys. That's exactly what we wanted. So that's reopened up exploration for us. But we are going to go back and do all the digging all we can. Also because I guess we've only got 2 of them, but again, we could eventually unlock all the doors. We could eventually unlock all the doors, but we need to have all of the things to dig first. Okay. And also we're also under the required 5. Under the required 50 stars by quite a bit. So it'll take a while for us to get back up to the required number of stars. Another key, lovely. There's also the hovel outside. It's got a lot of keys. Also, after all that, we never actually drew another bloody green room, so, you know, bloody typical, frankly. I think the hovel, because the hovel has, what, 6 digging at places we discussed. It was a discussion, we had a discussion, you and I. I mean, I think at this point, the run is kind of scuppered, right? It's kind of an aimless run right now. And an aimless run, it feels like a run where you could freeze her. Not because we need to buy everything in the showroom, but having the showroom like just helps out with everything. Having the showroom, being able to like spawn in. I mean, we have enough money in the allowance now that we could, in theory, like spawn in, use the 2 gems that we have for free, get the showroom, buy the emerald bracelet, and then not have to worry about gems for the rest of the run. You know. We're at that stage of money. We have enough gems at the start of a run to be able to buy the showroom, and enough money in it to buy a potentially easing tool. I don't remember how much the bracelet is. I don't think the bracelet is 69. I think the bracelet probably requires a bit more money to be applied still. But it's that level of thought we're thinking about, right? It's that level of consideration we're having. Battery pack, metal detector, salt. Metal detector compass is... Was that not a thing? Detector shovel. I mean, probably that would have been a useful thing today, but I forgot that existed until just now, and frankly, metal detector just having more chance of having random things turn up is nice too. Gonna say I actually am thinking of doing this. Because there could be good things in there. There aren't. There isn't. Unfortunately. So what do we want to work with? Hallway? No, we're going to go hallway. Because this is more space to go. As cute as all this is, up here is more space to go. We also didn't pick throne room, but I don't... Other than throne room having a way to open the back door of the antechamber, I don't think there is much in there that we need at the moment, right? Other than unless you want to roll, like, get king again, I suppose. Because it's turning up more often than office sometimes. Especially because I guess I need to remember I've got Banner of the King. I need to remember I've got Banner of the King and, like, pump out hallways and stuff for the pool hall. Yeah, so we're gonna go into the hallway exit place thing. Right. Special keys or regular key? Laundry room, dark room. I mean, messy. We can rotate something here. Bedroom. Like, there's no real reason to go to the antechamber. Like, we'd like to get into it, sure, but it's not as if any of the doors are open right now. I could go to Foundation and... no, could I? Hang on, wait a second. I can open the back door, but can I open the side door? No Great Hall. No... I wonder if greenhouse... I have not tried yet if taking the broken lever to the greenhouse actually does anything. It might not. That's where the broken lever comes from, sure. Alright, aquarium. Is another shop for the purposes of the... Yes, but only because of that. But, yeah, okay. More letters. Which means that's 1, 2, 3. More turnip. More key. A nail. Storeroom for more key. Yes, because then if that's locked, we can put silver key there. That'd be ideal, actually. Yeah, that works. Like, that's an ideal place for a silver key. Gem. Key. Nothing to dig in that room, really? Okay. Yes, okay, silver key. This is the place for the silver key. Machinarium. Oh, I mean, it would have been so tempting. But I think it would still be a 4-directional room. Because if we're counting rooms that have room there, there's one workshop there. I thought I put the other one down. Never mind. It would be a 2-door room. In that case, it's literally less than useful. Less than useless. We go pool. Because there are 2 trunks in the pool. There are swim trunks. Thinking. Laboratory. So it would be so there's a workshop, the lab, and the machinarium itself. So it would be a 3-door room, which because all the sides are open. Like, I would see maybe if we managed to open that, and it could be the machinarium in there, that would be useful, because the machinarium would be closed off on all sides potentially, which means the one door would be coming in, then it'd open 2 more doors, and if we can get like the other workshop or something. Okay, we're gonna go pool. That's locked. That's locked. Okay. So... I'm going to open one chest. And hope that chest has keys in it. It does not. Money right now is literally less than useless to me. Go here. And see if we can get the locksmith. There's no reason to turn that way at all. So I'm going to just redraw locksmith. Because 8 adds another letter to the mailroom. We got money. So get us keys. 6 keys right now. Because those doors are locked as well. But, you know. Open this too. Watch this have keys in it. No, a bunch of gems. Actually, honestly, I'll 100% take those. I could spin the observatory. Oh, no, I'll spin the observatory because there's no reason to get into the antechamber right now. So do this to start working on some stars again. But also, we have a number. We have a lot of stuff here. Those, that, and that. Lovely. Sail, of course. Boudoir would give us a bunch of extra movement, wouldn't it? Because we have 2 ladyship spare rooms, so we can get a bunch of movement out of this. Does it stack? I wonder. It does stack. Lovely. And a couple of ivory dice. And the gem that's back here. Kitchen. Because I think that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is 5. Which I believe... Ah! Did that not say... Huh. Adds morning roll to draft pool. Sure, I'm happy with that. I'll pick a couple percentage too. Did that not say letter added to the gift room, to the mail room? Right. Okay. Let's make. We got a bunch of movement. We're gonna go back to the mail room. There's a possibility of freezers still. That room's locked out, but these rooms are available. And if I get a key card somewhere, that room's available. I wonder if I can, if I special buy a key, is a key card potentially something that we could get from this? No. Oh. If it is, we didn't get it, so fine. So the chant is we go bedroom, hallway, nook, chapel, and all the way to... Okay, so... bedroom, hallway... I was thinking, oh, we go to those... No, we don't have to. We can just... I forget that we can go around the Chamber of Mirrors. We can just do this. Go around Chamber of Mirrors. Or into the den. It makes at this point this makes no difference. We can just do this or that. Right, then go all the way down. Although what I can do is on the way back swing by laboratory and open all the doors. Because now we have, I think we've opened enough rooms, we've got enough to get that thing. So that was the one we had before. So no, hang on, wait. So that was that DC power. Greetings, Simon. Hope all is going well with the state. I was discussing my communications with you and other film technician Kimberly Thompson, and she suggested I disclose to you the locations of the drafting strategy issues she's personally found in the state. I'll make a note of this. I'm going to write this down. So there it is. So drafting. Strategy issues. 1 is in the dorm, which we actually in the dormitory, which we don't have because we have to get it out of the drafting studio. 2 is in the drafting studio. 3 is in the library. We've seen 3. Explains we haven't seen 1. That explains why we've never seen 1. Because if 1's in the dormitory, we haven't got the dormitory. We've never seen 1. So I wonder what information's in 1. Because you can only ever get 1 by going to see 2. And it's far more likely that you'll see 3, 4, and 5 then. So 4 and 5 is also library at this point, because it was bookshop. But we have already done those. And I'm pretty certain we've read 2 as well, because we've seen it at least once. I remember it on the table. Okay, the next one over here. I'm going to be mentioning members of the staff, perhaps to give a brief introduction. Mrs. Ann Babbage, house manager, my boss. Kirk Darren, head of security. Randolph Moore, me. Lead lab technician, Necro admin, humble, author of these letters. Kimberly Thompson. Lab assistant, help physical. Chef de camp. Head of kitchen, maker of tasty meals. Hartley Ruota, personal valet. Oh, sorry, personal valet, sorry. Christoph, the chauffeur, and Robert Nagula, the new groundskeeper. These are a handful of other names among the various live-out and occasional seasonal service staff, but due to their infrequent mention, I thought it back to omit them from this cursory introduction. We don't know what Christoph's surname is then. Okay. Yet another successful experimental letter. You've been keeping yourself busy. As I spent the last few days racking my brain to try to come up with new clues for you, I've reminded that your mother's aptly named book a new clue and how fiendishly she hid clues in her readers for these pages. Don't worry. I won't be hiding my clues for you in an imagery requiring you to comb the next text with a magnifying glass. The truth is I'm not nearly as clever or creative as she was. The best I could muster was trying to be cryptic as mysterious would be something like break the bricks in the weight room with something that was handled and is very heavy. But I'm afraid that in spite of my best efforts, the result's not quite as cryptic as even less mysterious. I suppose I'll leave riddles to your great uncle and his niece, Randolph. Again, stuff we've already figured out. Although that is an Arinda Aries stamp. These stamps are getting very... That is, I think, a Vara stamp. That is a Arch Aries stamp. And Arch Aries. Eraja. Nuance over there. Was it just me? Like that? Did we get another letter after all that? I felt that we didn't get a letter after all that. I'm re-examining everything now. Royal Mail. Sync. Those things that don't seem to be useful. I guess 130, so the clock room would yield this puzzle right now. If you went in. And this letter here is just a letter from our dad. I'm writing this out currently packing the garden free department organization. This has been really amazing. I know it's been also there. Fine. Sure, I guess. Right, so let's go back to the lab. We could go to the foundation. There's nothing to do in the foundation. We'll go back to the lab. Use the computer there to go open the security doors. So we can now log on from here into... area. How the hell? Remote terminal access. View active terminals. Shelter terminal. Connect to it. Look at the treasure trove outside. I don't know. I don't know. Radiation monitor. Take UV management. 15.3. I wonder if it's 4. I wonder if it's 4 is what we need. I've been thinking it's 5, but maybe it's 4. Anyway, all doors are unlocked now. Right, so we could now go down here, but we can. There's still up there to do, so let's do up there first. Let's get that out the way. We can get aquariums and stuff. I'm still trying to figure out like what we would want to... Are there more rooms, you know? I want to guess that if we can get at least one more shop, I'd be happy. Laundry room. I mean, literally the words out of my mouth. Laundry room? I will do that. Just because I want to see if we get a little letter. We are getting letters still. Okay, so it's not just... For some reason, I just didn't see one. So we could do some flipping here. We could turn our coins into gems, right? Yeah. Which would be a crazy amount of gems at a 1-to-1 rate. I mean, that would be an insane amount of gems. I would definitely want a freezer after that. No lie, I would want a freezer after that. Honestly, I am tempted to do that right now. I am 100% tempted to do that right now. I think a massive pile of gems will be more worth it to me in the long run than a massive pile of coins right now, especially if I manage to freezer. If I manage to freezer this many gems, I'd be laughing because I don't think you'll ever have a need or anything else. We draw floor plans. We might as well we got them. Might as well see if we can get anything. Use your music room, office, funeral parlor. Walk-in closet. Sure. Why not? Hey, key. Of course. Of course. Right. Cool. We also got a bunch more gems because we walked into a walk-in closet after going through 2 boudoirs. So, right. So now we go back to the gift shop because that's the way back to the rest of the house. But yeah, big gift shop here. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, okay. Because we have a letter, right? Might as well read the letters as we get them. They've all been hints for things we've already done, but hey. Unused memos. Dear Simon, as I've been running out of ideas for my own, yesterday I asked Kirk Darren if he had any additional security advice I could pass on to you, and my surprise, he gave me a little envelope addressed to me to include it in my next correspondence to you. I did not ask him what it contained, so I'll be very curious to hear from you after all this is over about whether it was of any use. Unused memos. Safe code. That was a lie. The numbers 6, 7, and 9 do not appear in any of the fixed combinations of the safes on the state. Safe code 1, 2, 1, 3. So that's a lie. That's a lie. Safe code D8. That's true, actually. That was part of the safe code. There's a safe on rank 10. That's room 46. That's a green one. Damn you with your green things. That's true, and that's true. Because the safe code in the study was 1208. That is also true, apparently. 6, 7, and 9 do not appear in any of the fixed combinations of safes in the estate. They're all dates, so that's impossible, I think. That could be possible if you had the 13th of December somewhere. Again, it's not a safe code. That is a safe code, that's 1208, and there's a safe on rank 10. Is there a safe? I mean, it feels like there should be a safe in there, but I don't know. Okay, anyway. Useful, I guess. I keep looking for stamps to get hints for... We haven't seen any stamps from Kararika. Like, Kararika is the one we know the least about right now. I can only guess the color of Kararika. I think, hang on, let me just go back to my list of countries. Yeah, the only thing we have of any indication for us right now is that Kararika is orange. And that's because of the classroom we got a long time ago. So we're going to go back up to the hallway. It's not up to the hallway, up to the workshop. And see what planetarium is also an acceptable final room. We have messed around with stars for so much, and we've used so many stars today that planetarium is 100% a good room to end on today. I will 100% take a planetarium to end on. He said, this is more important. This is more important. That can be a planetarium happily, but right now we're only 5 away. Okay, so 12. Right, the rounding. I figured it was going to start turning up now, at some point before the puzzle. What book did I put this in? What book did I put my maths notes on? Okay, so one line is round to nearest 1. So 20 minus 1. So 20 minus a third would be 19 and 2/3. Round to the nearest 1 is 20. Good. So 13. Divide that by 2 is 6 and change. Round to the nearest 1. So it would be 6.5. Round to the nearest 1 is 7. 11 round to the nearest 10 is 10. 23 round to the nearest 10 is 20. It's going to be 5. Because it's 10 times 6, 60, round to the nearest 100 divided by 20 is 5. Okay. 10 times 14. The nearest 100 is 100, divided by 10 is 10. Good. Happy that that's finally turned up, and we managed to get that first time. Thank you, classroom. Actually really beneficial. Now I kind of want planetarium. Things that do I want planetarium so badly that I'm willing to burn stars to get planetarium? That's the flip, right? Although casino. Another letter. We're still getting letters. We are still getting letters. We can bend it. We can. Okay, we can't actually gamble, can we? Because I haven't actually put that much. All my money's going away. I could have gambled 100 away. Ach, Vale. Honestly, can I just... Yeah, just wager 20. What? See, we could have gotten 4 allowance there. It would have broken the 69, but it would have been useful nonetheless. Ach, well. Right, so the only one we can't go in there, then that one that's officially locked out for us, so we're just gonna leave. We could get a couple more gems. We can get 2 more gems from Indoor Nursery. It's not worth it. You got nothing to pass on to tomorrow, so there's no point making anything in the workshop. We just check what the final letter is, and that's it, I think. It also feels that we've run out of, like, after a certain point, they stopped giving us digging up rooms. Like, after a while, the hovel stopped providing. Is that just me, or is that actually what happened? That makes sense? It feels like the hovel just stopped providing dig spots after a while. Maybe there's a limit to how much it can provide. Right, here... Simon, I can't think of any reason you need to access to server administrator controls before I return, but your father's mentioned your interest in computers, so I have a feeling it might be more than that. You find an admin terminal in Blackbridge Grotto, a small cabin sealed, much like the story, off the east drive. I've clearly explained how to restore part of the grotto in my earlier letters. However, keep in mind that accessing it requires an admin key. Unfortunately, I won't be able to set up one for you until I get there, but it will eventually be Jones. Your first letter will be fine, then if you pseudonym, I'm sure we'll discuss it later when I return. Yeah, fair enough. Like all... So, are we now potentially having only 1 letter left? I guess I have to keep doing that whenever I can until there's no longer a chance. I think we're done today, right? There's nothing else I can do. We got a lot of gems, but there's nothing I can really do with them. I can give my last coin to the chapel. I can laundry back all the gems. I can't, because I can't afford it. I can't actually afford to turn my gems back into coins. Because I gambled away all my money. Story of my life. You could just give our last coin to the chapel. Give our last coin to the chapel and call it a day. Sure. I mean, what? We did alright, all things considered. We managed to find enough keys, you know, and got another pool hall. We got more letters for the mail room. Oh. I didn't have to do it myself. Wow! The timing on that was amazing. I wasn't even paying attention to my movement left. Sweet! Cool. Anyway, folks, that's it for today. I'll be back next time. What do we got today? We got a archaeological shopping center of tomorrow. A lot of digging spots, a lot of shop rooms, a lot of tomorrow rooms. Still not a lot of hints about Coraria or Nuance. Still need to find that damn drafting studio. Anyway, catch you all next time, folks. See you then. Bye-bye.